Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hakiii and welcome to the best beginner vehicles in GTA 5 Online. Last year there were the most new players in GTA 5 Online since launch of the game in 2013, probably because of COVID, but it's safe to say there's still tons of new players in GTA 5 Online even though this game is as old as it is. It really shows how popular and massive this game still is to this day, but whether you're just starting out or returning to the game after a while, this video is going to be really helpful for you. And here's today's notification shout out up on the screen. If you guys want to win one too, make sure you have the bell turned on so you're one of the first to type hashtag Hakiii in the comments. Now just before we begin the video, if you go on to find it helpful, take a second to drop a like on it, that'd be awesome. Also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and drop a sub, join the Hakiii because you do not want to miss any more videos like these, and help us reach 100,000 subs, that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell as well. Anyway though, let's get straight into it. Alright, so beginners slash returning players, you've come to the right place. We're going to be going from the very beginner type vehicles and then building our way up to the more advanced vehicles, I guess I'll call them. So the very first vehicle you want to go and get is definitely the LG RH8. I think every single person that's just starting out should get the LG, and you notice I said get and not buy, and that's because this vehicle is actually free. Yeah, you heard that right. It's actually a free vehicle and it's actually very good for a free car. It's classified as a sports car, and obviously it's not going to be one of the best sports cars in terms of performance, but just think about it. For a free vehicle, you're getting tons of value and it is so worth it if you're just starting out. So right off the bat, just go and get this vehicle right away. It is so worth it. You can go on the legendary motorsports site and then press on sort by price, and then you'll see it's the very top option right there. You'll see LG RH8 and you can buy it for a very hefty $0.00 million. That's a lot, I know. Besides this car being free, it has some solid customization. You can make this car look really cool, and if for 1 year gonna fully upgrade it, it's actually gonna have some solid performance as well. It's gonna be pretty freaking fast. So right off the bat, definitely go and get the LG. It's a huge W that it's even a thing in GTA 5 Online. And after you've done some races with the LG and you got some money, you guys can go and get the Baddie 801. It's a really good motorcycle for only 15,000 bucks. Let me put you into perspective. That 15k is nothing. You're gonna be spending more on upgrading it than what you bought it for. So what I'm saying is don't get used to it, because these first two vehicles are huge exceptions. It is not like that for vehicles in GTA 5. So enjoy these two super cheap and great valued vehicles, but just know you're going to be having to spend way more down the road. Anyway, a little bit about the Baddie. It is extremely fast for 15,000. You're not going to find anything faster for this low of a price. So if you're doing some sort of mission, this would be a great starter vehicle to get you from point A to point B. And it still is to this day one of the fastest and best overall motorcycles to use in GTA 5 Online. Also, if you get a motorcycle club, you can become an MC president through the interaction menu, and then you could just call in the Baddie 801 right next to you for free. It spawns almost instantly right next to you, and it's a lot quicker than, let's say, calling up the mechanic and then you have to wait 10 seconds for it to actually spawn in. So that's really convenient if you have an MC or if you want to buy one down the road as well. It is pretty helpful with motorcycles in general. It's actually such a good deal. For only 15k, you're getting a very fast vehicle, and you can even pull like wheelies and stuff, which makes you go even faster. Now moving on to the third vehicle on this list, and this is definitely where we're gonna go one step higher. We're gonna bump it up a bit here, and that next level vehicle is gonna be the Duke of Death. Now the Duke of Death is in fact armored. You can buy it at the Warstock website for $665,000. So yeah, as I said, it is definitely one step higher than the two first ones. And real quick, I don't think I mentioned it, but you can get the Baddie 801 at the San Andreas Super Autos website. But focusing on the Duke of Death, as I said, it is armored. It's actually a very useful vehicle to drive around in GTA 5 Online, because everyone's trying to blow each other up these days, and if someone's randomly starting to chase you in free roam, this is a good vehicle to be in. That's gonna somewhat protect you to some extent. So yes, we are getting a bit more on the expensive side here, but once again, as I said, we're gonna be building our way up to the more serious price tags. And there's actually a way to get the Duke of Death for free for some people. So basically, for returning players, you guys can actually link your Rockstar Social Club account with your Xbox account or PlayStation or PC. So that's if you're going from the Xbox One to the Xbox Series X or the PS4 to the PS5, etc. Basically playing GTA on the exact same account on more than one console or platform. It's not the case for a lot of people, which is completely fine, but the thing I love most about the Duke of Death is actually how you have both window plates, and it actually could take a couple rockets as well. The window plates make it harder for people shooting you with, let's say, an AR to actually take you out, because they have less space in the window to actually shoot you. And then the fact that it could take a few rockets and it doesn't just blow up after one rocket is actually really useful. So you really have the best of both worlds when it comes to defense types, I guess I'll call them. Keep in mind though, you can still get shot through the window. Once again, it is just a little bit harder for them, as I said. And besides the protection features, it's also fairly fast. I'd even say it's really fast for an armored muscle car. The handling isn't anything crazy, it's not bad though. And besides that, I think it looks cool, and it also has some great customization as well. You can make this vehicle look sick. So all in all, it's an awesome and very useful vehicle to have. Now for the next vehicle, we have the Zentorno. This one's gonna be the only supercar on this list, and if you're looking for your first supercar, I definitely suggest the Zentorno. It's at the Legendary Motorsport site for $725,000. It's a little more expensive. Once again, we're bumping it up each time. You might look at $725,000 as a lot, and it probably is for beginners, but the thing is, you're getting a great all-around supercar that you can compete somewhat well with in races. It's not going to be top tier just because the top tier supercars are way more expensive, but this is a very good supercar for $725,000. That is a great deal. You're going to be really comfortable driving it around. It's really good to drive around, especially after driving the Duke of Death around for a bit. It has some great traction, it's very fast, and it looks really cool as well. It looks all futuristic, and I know it's not that important, but it is considered one of the most OG supercars in the game, and as someone that's been playing this game for that long, that means something, honestly. The Adder and then this Zentorno would be compared to one another, and it's like the ultimate like battle back in the day, but the Zentorno is definitely worth what you're paying for it, a lot more than the Adder for sure. So I'd suggest to get the Zentorno as your very first supercar. It's definitely well worth it. And now for the final beginner vehicle, and this is definitely the most advanced one, I'll say, and it is the Buzzard helicopter. And the reason I'm saying it's the most advanced is because it costs the most, and it's probably the most useful out of all of these so far. Everyone in GTA 5 has to have some sort of air vehicle. It's just a must in GTA 5 Online, and I think this is the best fitting one for beginners. Now you can find it in the Warstock website for $1.75 million, so yeah, it is a very hefty price. But once again, you gotta realize that you have to have some sort of air vehicle in GTA 5. It's gonna make your life so much easier for missions or like getting around the map, because a good amount of times you're gonna need to fly to get to some place way quicker. That's just the reality of it. It's just not gonna work and not be convenient to use land vehicles 100% of the time. And so the Buzzard would be your best bet. It's got the homing missiles, which are really useful. It's got the machine gun, which is, I mean, I guess it's also good, but it's not as useful. So it's a weaponized helicopter, and you do have unlimited ammo, which is really nice. And the Buzzard is a pretty fast helicopter, so you're gonna be moving around the map fairly fast. Definitely way faster than on land in most situations. It's a great all-arounder helicopter, and it's definitely more on the cheap side in terms of armored aircrafts. There's way more expensive options that are double and triple the price of this one, so I'd say it's a solid deal. You just gotta expect these types of vehicles to be expensive, but I hope you all did go on to enjoy this video. Let me know if you have these vehicles, which ones you do have, which ones you don't. If this video did go on to help you out though, take a second to drop a like on it, subscribe if you guys are new, turn on the notification bell as well. Anyway though, this has been Hakiii. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.